This is my third video. First one was on initial reaction, second one on sickness and cravings. This one's going to be on scans. I'm definitely not a vlogger, but I should probably invest in some basic equipment. You're going to go to a hell of a lot of appointments. If it's not scans, it's classes. If it's not classes, it's midwife appointments. Word of warning, you're not welcome at the first midwife appointment. The first midwife appointment is really good for your partner to go to. They talk about domestic abuse from the partner or the family. So it is really good that they go on their own. They can actually have a personal conversation. I just wish they told me before I took a day off work. It's fine, it's fine. I'd say all scans, you should be present because they are testing for defects, syndromes, illnesses. So you need to support her at the scans. Quick baby fact. Right, now this one's weird, but it's actually true. So babies' foreskins are actually used in cosmetic products. What? You're not having mine. For damn sure. It just amazes me how far some women will go for a decent concealer. You should be ashamed of yourself. 12-week scan is the dating scan. They give you your due date, and that's based on the baby's development up to this point. They also test for Down syndrome, Edwards syndrome, and Patel syndrome. And they do that by measuring the spinal fluid in the baby's neck. And they take a blood test from your partner. Quick baby fact. At the end of the pregnancy, the placenta will produce the same amount of estrogen as a non-pregnant woman would for 3 years. No wonder they're batshit crazy.
Are you?
What?
Did you record that?
No, it's not recording. Remember what I said, do not argue with a pregnant woman. 16-week scan was a private scan. So it costs about £80, but you can go and find out the gender before your NHS scan at 20 weeks. Pretty incredible. You get to hear your baby's heartbeat for the first time on surround sound. And literally, you can see it on the graph. Weird stuff. The actual images of the baby, very strange. It looked like, you know, Men in Black, when the alien gives birth and he's holding the baby and the tentacles and all that are coming. And they do it so they can move in, and you see the baby's hands move, and he's got his little ugly face. Crazy. If you've got a few spare quid, I'd say do the 16-week scan. We done ours in Bexley, windows of the womb. If after the 16-week scan they took everything off okay, it's less than 1% chance of miscarriage from here. So that's really nice to have that weight off your shoulders, and you can start enjoying your pregnancy a bit more without that worry. And at this stage, your baby's about the size of about like an avocado or a grapefruit. So 20-week scan you'll have at the hospital. Now this is the anomaly scan. Quite a serious scan. They basically check the whole baby. They check the baby's face for a cleft lip. They check the baby's shape and structure of the head and brain. They check the baby's spine, and they check the baby's the cross section of the spine as well to make sure all the fluid's going down there and the central nervous system's developing. They also check the baby's abdominal wall just to make sure that it's at the front and it's covering all the organs. They check the baby's arms and legs to make sure all the fingers and toes there and the arms and the legs are working fine. They also check the baby's kidneys. I didn't realise, but they actually swallow the amniotic fluid and it passes through the kidneys and then they urinate it back out into the uterus. I didn't know that. But our baby has got one kidney slightly larger than the other one, so we had to have an extra scan as well just to make sure it was functioning. Thank God it was functioning okay, and it's fine. Fucking fly. Fucking flies everywhere. Also, the baby's heart, it's got 2 chambers. They check that they're the same size and they're pumping out effectively. With the baby's stomach as well, they check. On the scan you can see it, and you can look out for this now you know what it is, but there's like a black bubble, and that's the stomach swallowing the amniotic fluid. So, yeah. Quick baby fact. Up until 7 months old, the baby can swallow and breathe at the same time. 98% of you just tried to do that. You're not 7 months old. Take it they do that so they can breastfeed and breathe. Clever little buggers. Right, 24-week scan. This one's just for fun. This one's for the HD video. I'll show you all the photos and the videos from the scan here. You can have it between 24 and 26 weeks, they say is the best, because there's enough fluid in there that you can actually get a clear photo and a clear video. But this video is ridiculous. You actually see what the baby looks like, and you see him move, and he's like, when he kicks, you see exactly what happens when he kicks. Mind-blowing. The great thing about the private scans is you download all the videos and photos to an app, and then you can basically just share all the videos to your family and your friends and bore them senseless. So, win-win. Quick baby fact. The baby actually grows hair inside the womb, and he starts with a little tash. He could probably grow on better than you can. And then he gets a little mop, and then he eats all the hair and poos it out. So I'm gonna go for a walk now. My partner is 40 weeks plus 4 days, and apparently if you go for a walk, it can stimulate the hormones and get you ready for labour. So